she saw her brother die in a flaming car accident.
These aren't your typical actors. They are Lyndon State College students in psychology and journalism programs coming together for a very unique experience. Dan Williams and Peggy Sherrer led the Covering Disaster course, which includes a real-life disaster simulation, which is meant as a test of the skills the students learn during the lecture part of the course.
Place 3 hours after this crash. It's not unusual, though there may be points of this that we could debate in terms of authenticity, but things can get wiped out very quickly in terms of emergency personnel on a weekday. I think it helped that we gave them their roles on Wednesday night. So they were told not to talk to anybody else, but there were particular details that their characters each had that I think helped them to prepare for that experience. And so the better the acting, the better the drill. Because if people aren't realistic in portraying victims, witnesses, family members, then it's very hard as a mental health counselor or reporter to really do justice to the event.
And there was some students that definitely showed off their acting chops during the simulation,
want to deal with that,
including some tears.
Got pretty intense at some points because the parents got pretty frustrated and irritated like they would in a natural situation like that.
But while the students playing emergency responders and human services personnel were hard at work, the students playing reporters learned the hard way that it may not be too easy to do your job in a disaster.
So my role as a reporter was to go and report the scene. As a reporter, you want to get a report for the public and you want it to be accurate. And I wasn't getting a lot of answers from talking to people.
So I want to give you guys the option to talk to them, but just make sure you make the choice for yourself. Don't feel any pressure to talk to them.
I mean, you can crush your dreams. You crushed the car pretty well. So I felt like a lot of anxiety was raised, and even after the simulation, like I felt kind of anxious because I was acting so hard that the anxiety was actually like, it became real. Like it was started out as acting, but it progressed. So I had to like take some time to kind of calm down afterwards.
No, we're still here until you get fixed up. You can't help any victims. Why? Because you can't hardly walk, sir.
That whole macho mentality about just suck it up and deal with it, I think that for the journalists in the group who are in training, that it says, wow, I do get exposed to trauma on the job. This is intense. Maybe I can roll with it, maybe I can't, but it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to maybe seek support. And for my students, it certainly opens the door to getting more training in this area. You can't become, a bona fide trauma specialist by virtue of one course, but it gets them realizing how much there is to this field and how important it is to have a skill set to be able to intervene in disasters and other people who've suffered from traumatic stress.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with the preparation. I'm impressed with the ability of you guys to assume your roles quickly. And nobody's, there's a lot of college students here, and it's really easy to go, this is lame, But people are into it. They rapidly became whoever it was. The bureaucrats are great. The bureaucrats are just speaking bureaucraties like, oh, well, we have no information. They're really good at that. And the human services people are great at offering support as best anyone can in this situation.
While the simulation was just that, a mock-up of a less traumatic version of what really could happen during a disaster, students seemed to have a lot of information and tips to take away with.